Welcome back to the Tech Lab. I'm so glad you're here. You're going to create a Tech Lab poster using Google Slides, and it's going to help you remember our class rules. And this is just one slide. It's a poster. It's not a slideshow. An important reminder is type your rules first before you get too caught up in the decorating, because we want to make sure you finish your project today. So we're going to get started by resizing our slide. So you're going to click File and go down to Page Setup. And then click right here and go to custom, and we're going to change it to 8.5 and then press tab or click in the next box and then type 11, because 8.5 by 11 is the standard size for a piece of paper. So go ahead and do this because it's a vertical poster shape, just like a real one that you would print and hang up. Now you're going to start typing, but to do that, first we need a text box, because in a Google slide you have to type in a text box. So we can either choose layout, and when you choose layout, these already have text box already in there. So if you want to go to title and body, that would be one, and you can click that one, and then you can put your title up here and start typing your text down below. Or you could click the T right here or press insert and text box, either one. But once you do that and you click it, it's going to allow you to get this cursor, how this in that plus sign, and then you can just click, hold down your left click and drag it, and it will create a text box for you. You're going to see the official rules listed on our poster, and they are listen and follow directions, stay on your assigned computer, be gentle with the equipment, and stay safe online. You can copy the rules exactly or say them in your own words. You're also allowed to add one extra rule if you think of a good one. If you want to make your poster stand out, you can use things like word art, or you can add emojis. You can also insert images. So to add word art, you go up to insert, and you can click word art, and then just come down here and type in what you want, Tech Lab rules, and then press enter. And that's going to insert these words as an image. And so then you can resize it by moving these corners and sections there. And then you can hover over that, click down on your left click to move it. And you can change the font by just clicking right here. And you can choose any of the fonts that you want, make it fun. And then you can resize it again by using these there. If you don't like that font, you can choose something else. And then to change the color on the inside, you can go to the paint bucket. You can also insert emojis. Just press the Windows key and the period at the same time. And then you can pick the emojis that match the rules. So like a mouse or a headphone. So you might be able to choose mouse. And there we go. And you can insert an emoji right there. You can also insert images. So to do that, it's new this year. There's a new update. So you're going to have to press insert. You're not going to find it on the toolbar anymore. And then go to image, and then go to stock and web. And then when you click that, over here on the right, you're going to see new options for you pop up. So you're able to click right up here in the search bar, and you're going to be able to click images or GIFs, stickers, or even Google images. So I would just select right here. If you wanted to put a computer, you can type computer and then press enter, and then all of these options pop up for you there. So if you're wanting to print something, keep in mind that you don't want to put GIFs or stickers that are going to be with motion, because when you print, you can't print the motion. That's what if you were going to be displaying it as a presentation. So you can look at these options, just click the arrows beside, and you'll have a lot more options that you can choose, and then you can put into your poster. And then once they're in your poster, you can use the handles on the side to move those around. If you want to put them in front or behind, once this is selected, you can go up to arrange and then click order, and then you can either send backwards, send back, or you could even put something in the front. It just depends on what object you've selected. If you want a border on your poster, a great way to do that is go up to the shapes and then choose this top one, and then click this one that looks like a frame. Then hold down your left click, put that right up there in the top corner, and hold down that left click and drag it over to where it's on the bottom. You want it in that white section. Anything off the white section is not going to show up. Then right up here where that diamond is, if you'll hover over that, click your left click, hold it down, and then you can resize that frame by moving it to the left or to the right. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then once you do that, click here and you can use your paint filler tool and you can color it any color you want. You have that tool right here with the pencil, and that is the border on the outside, and you can change that as well. Now, if it's covering something, again, use that arrange. So once this is selected, click arrange, order, and then you can move it to the back or backward, whichever one you want to do. But that is a great way to add some extra elements of creativity. You can also change the background color too. So to do that, you're going to click right over here on the left. So we're not clicking anywhere and selecting anything on the poster. You're clicking on the left in the slide strip. You're going to go to background, and then you can choose a color. So you can choose a color right here, and it could be any color you'd like. And then the whole thing is done. Or you could also, once you do that and you select background, you could click choose image and then go to where it says insert background image, go to Google Images, and then you're going to be able to search for a background. So you might like polka dots, or you might want a computer background, whatever you want. Go ahead and click that. But remember, whatever you're going to click is going to cover the entire background. And so words, let me show you, words could get covered up in this. Do you see this? Not everything is going to be able to be read easily. So it might be better for you to choose a color instead of a picture, an image. I'm going to undo that by just clicking this back arrow. And there we go. I'm back to a colored background. When you're done, just turn it into Google Classroom, and then you can go to the approved websites on when you're finished. Now it's your turn. Get started, and I'll see you in our next lesson.